Hi everybody, it's Keto from Cape Town and welcome to another video. I decided to just do a short video. There was a news item, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I think I read it on Fox News and I read the article and then I went and looked at the actual study. There was a big large-scale study that released its results a couple of weeks ago in terms of which diet is the best diet for success. Now they came up with some interesting conclusions. They did have a clear winner on which diet was the best for actual fat loss, but it was a bit conflicting results because a different diet won the top spot for overall long-term success. Unfortunately, this study didn't include the keto style diet, so I can just imagine that all the infighting between the different diet groups is probably going to increase. But before we get to the actual scientific results of the study, let's quickly look at the video I did a couple of months ago. I compared the 4 top diet approaches. It was the keto, intermittent fasting, the paleo diet, and the Mediterranean style diet. Although I called my version of the Mediterranean style diet the calorie control diet with a 40-30-30 split. My diet, although it's very close to the Mediterranean style diet, is a diet that's just a bit more focused for adding muscle mass. Now in my shootout, the top spot for weight loss was held by the intermittent fasting approach. But I concluded that intermittent fasting is not a long-term solution. It's a very difficult solution for people that are in a family environment. But for those that work through this, intermittent fasting produced great results. The diet that came out tops with me for overall long-term success was the Mediterranean style diet, or my version, which I called the calorie restricted 40-30-30 split diet. It was the easiest diet to be able to follow within a family environment. I'm going to put up on the screen for you a sample version of this calorie restricted 40-30-30 split diet, which is specifically for the bodybuilder, and that's also the diet that I use in my coaching system for my clients. So just check out the link that I will put for you on the screen. Okay, but back to the original science study. Now in this science study, the clear winner for short-term fat loss was intermittent fasting, but they came to the exact same conclusions as I did, and that is that intermittent fasting is one of the diets that people tend to most quickly stop following. When you're in a family environment or you've got a lot of social interaction, it's a very difficult diet to follow. The diet that did win the top spot was the Mediterranean style diet. Now the reason why is that it was the easiest of all the diets to follow over a long-term period. Plus it was the healthiest of all the diets to follow over a long-term period. It won even above intermittent fasting, and I mean the intermittent fasters are quite loud in proclaiming the health aspect of intermittent fasting, which I do not dispute. A lot of science behind it. But this science study clearly showed that the Mediterranean style diet is the healthiest approach for long-term. It significantly decreased the blood pressure of the people that followed it and the glucose levels, which reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and diabetes. Okay, now let's look at the fact. The study showed that after a 1-year period of all the people that started out on a specific diet, 57% of the people that started out with a Mediterranean style diet was still on the diet after a 12-month period. After that same 12-month period, only 54% of the people that started out with intermittent fasting was still on the IF. And regarding the paleo diets, only 35% of the people that started out 12 months ago was still on that diet. Now, as I said, keto unfortunately didn't form part of this study, so I see it as a big problematic point. I don't know why they didn't include the keto diet. Not that I think that keto is at all the best approach for bodybuilding type of diets, but we were hoping that this was going to conclude once and for all which diet is best. Now I agree that the margins between the top two, this is now the Mediterranean style diet and the intermittent fasting, were fairly small, but then again, you know, a 3% value when it comes to success rate with a diet is not that small after all. That is what sometimes makes all the difference. Anyway, it was an interesting science study, and for me it was just a confirmation that I'm on the right track with my mindset and my logic and my approach to what diet structure is the best solution for long-term success, especially for an older person that's within a family type of environment. So guys and girls, there you have it. So those of you that can get past the difficulty of intermittent fasting, go for it. It's great for fat loss purposes. But those of you that are aiming for the long-term success, you're in a family environment, the Mediterranean style diet that is the way to go. Now, I kindly ask for a small donation for my site to help me keep my site for free and all the information coming, and to speak positivity into people's lives. I'll put up the link for you on the screen, so for those of you that can afford it, please guys. And then obviously those of you that are interested in my coaching system, it's a very comprehensive system. It's a blueprint system. It's for the older guy. It's taking you from A to Z through all the steps, what you need to put in place. It's customized for your body and your goals. I'll put up a link for you on the screen. You can just go to that link, that's where you can sign up and also find out more about the system. Then of course, in my video description box, you'll find there a link where you can order FNX products, and I got 15% discount for you guys. If you order through that link, you get 15% discount on supplements. Okay, now Keto from Cape Town signing off. Everybody go and train hard. Cheers.